Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I showed you this journal last time when I showed this little one that I completed. I showed you that I had also started working on finishing this one. I did this one a while ago, at least I did part of it a while ago, and I wanted to get it complete. So I'm super proud of myself for finishing 2 journals in 1 week. That's pretty special for me, I guess. I'm usually pretty slow at these things, so happy about that. So this one, I have decided to sell it, so I am going to be listing it in my Etsy shop, and I've already taken the photos for that, so it's going to be listed pretty quickly. But this one is, I wrote down, what did I write? 6.5 by 7 inches, and it's 100 pages, so 100 fabric and paper pages. And it is a collaged quilt with a bunch of different fabrics, and nice and thick and chunky. This is the back, and I love the way it turned out. So when I started finishing it, originally I was doing it with the intent to keep for myself. And so I love the way it turned out, but then I decided that I just am going to let it go. So I hope you enjoy watching, and I hope you're inspired and enjoy the journal. So there's some beautiful linen on the inside, and I've just added some bits for you to use in the journal, whoever, and to play with. And then this is some pretty fabric with the lace on the bottom, and then I used some floral fabric to create a pocket here, and there's just a little collage snippet. These are some snippets I found from a long time ago, and so I pulled some out to use in this journal. And the lighting isn't super great at the moment, so I hope you can see everything okay. And some very old papers in this journal. I love the coloring on this, and a little snippet of fabric on the edge. Some old antique fabric, some writing space. And as I've said before, everything is fair game in my journals for me to write on, so I would be writing in here. It'd be a beautiful place for a little quote or just little words or things you're thankful for. I did leave this as is rather than covering it, so it's perfect for collaging or putting a journal card on, journal tag. I was trying to see if I had anything over here. So, you know, you could take your own papers and, you know, collage some journaling space on. So you could do a mix of papers if you wanted to, you know, cover part of it up. You could put another strip along the side and make a really nice journaling spot there. Or you could collage with things that aren't for journaling, just things that you enjoy, or a photo would be beautiful there actually. So if you had a favorite photo, it could be from the garden, it could be of people. That would actually be a perfect place to put that. So some more journaling space there and there. And these always stick together, so it looks like one piece, but it's actually 2 pieces of fabric and a little snippet there. So whenever I flip it, this fabric tucks under this. Didn't do that on purpose, but it is 2 separate pieces of fabric. I just, for some reason, what a cute little hidden journaling spot. So you could take, you know, your journaling paper to size and staple it in there or pin it in there, and then it's completely hidden. I kind of like that idea. That's the fun of the journals for me. I've got another one in the middle that I'll show you, but it's a happy accident that I did not intend on happening. But some fabric at the bottom of this botanical, and just lovely fabrics, vintage papers, and then a collage tag that I did on this concrete shipment tag. And so I did a pretty collage there, and just love all the colors playing off of each other here. Fabrics, botanicals with writing space, some onion paper, beautiful for writing on. And I even like to sometimes, because the line's going this way, I will flip my journal and put my writing this way. And I just think that would be so pretty coming off of the dark, I think it's magnolia, whatever you call those things. So I think that would look really pretty going horizontally, or you could use other textures and papers to put on that. Here's a little beautiful ribbon snippet that I just found recently, and some, it's probably hard to see, but it is some Swiss dot mesh in kind of an amber color, sort of. So lots of writing space there and there. And fabrics, the little flap of an envelope, botanical, and this is another snippet. There's some washi tape with a big pocket here, and I just stuck those beautiful playing cards in there. And then I made a pocket for the bottom here with some collaging and just put some pretty things in there. Fabric, this is hanging off and I just left it. It totally could be cut off. Lovely old paper, beautiful little thin old fabric. So this is my happy accident. So this is the center of the journal. And originally this ledger paper was intact, so it was connected in the middle and it was the page before my fabric page. But as I stitched it in, it broke. It just literally, you know, ripped right down the middle. Thankfully it did it neatly and in a line. So I had to improvise. So I just took the fabric page and hand stitched the little fabric page to the ledger page. So now it is still basically 2 pages. So this is just a little page now, but you can flip that over. You could do more hand stitching on it and add it to that. But it was either take this page out altogether or find a way to incorporate it. And I could have just, you know, attached it to this, but I didn't want to hide this. And so this worked out super well, and I actually love it, love it, love it. So here's the other side. So the fabric page flips up and it's stitched to the back of this one. So this one has a little journaling card. So there you can see the stitching and this piece of ephemera. And there it goes. So happy accident, disaster averted. Yes, I was very happy that there was a way to work it out. It's always, you know, for me, I should speak for myself. When I stitch them in, I'm always a little nervous because they are chunky, they are fluffy, and lots of texture, and I just don't want to ruin them, but I also want to keep them authentic and use the old things. Some washi tape, another collage snippet down here, and a little botanical bit in there. I think my washi tape is picking up right there. So, and the washi tape is stuck on there because this piece of paper is old as well, and it was trying to come apart there. So, you know, it is full of old paper, so this is not something you want to throw around and just throw in your bag haphazardly. You want to, you know, treat it a little bit delicately. So this is the envelope, and some journaling papers are in there. Fabric, botanical. So now we're just seeing the flip of everything we've already seen before and the other side of it. Writing space. And the fabrics, and then this one I just stitched a little flap there with some tape measure and more writing space, little bits of fabric, and again a space to embellish. I mean, it actually looks really good, just partially covered. You could decoupage on this page, just let it dry completely so it doesn't stick to everything on this page. You could, I don't know what I have. I don't really have a lot of stuff right here, but you know, you could put some fabric and of course, you know, your journaling spots and just really anything. So love that. I left it open to creativity. Some more space for writing and adding little bits. And I just love this paper. I love the patina of it. It's kind of dirty and I like that. And oh, is this one a pocket? Oh, it is. This is a pocket and I put nothing in it. So look at that. What am I going to stick in there? I don't have anything in there at the moment. There's some, we'll just stick some cute ledger paper in there. Little bits like that are always fun to fill in. Okay, I totally forgot that was a pocket. And there's the back, and big pocket. These are actually really big pockets, which is nice because this journal is, like I said, 7 by 6.5, so it is almost a square. This is some Florentine looking paper and some journaling spots. So that is the journal, and there's the back again, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I really had a lot of fun. When I get going on a journal, I actually love it, and it just kind of rolls and flows. And so, like I said, it's 100 pages, and it will be in my Etsy shop. I'm getting the listing ready now. So if you're interested, you'll be able to find it hopefully in my Etsy shop. But I really appreciate you stopping by and watching this video, and I'll see you next time.